I think I was a damn good parent until my own child arrived. I set out to build a boat to save some of all life, specifically two of each kind. Two of each kind, two of each kind, two of each kind, two, eight. Eight from mine. How could I let my own children die? So you see, I think I was a damn good egalitarian until it was my child's turn to survive. An unusual swarm of standing passengers. There's no space left to utilize. I'm content with a seat, my gaze leveled outside. I try not to realize why the lady glares at the seat beside, but maybe my 5-year-old child occupies a seat far too wide. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, Kant would remind. But you see, I was a damn good moralizer until I was conditioned to privilege at all times. I'm the blind king who could have impeded an unsparing war. Pitama, your 100 sons would like to ascend the throne. You know we're venal, soaked in malign, but your unconditional love won't question our enmity, right? Bentham would say the greatest happiness of the greatest number is what should decide, but you see, I was a damn good rationalizer, only until I could be cajoled by my own child. Formidable in his platinum blonde slithering hair, he was Malfoy Manor's only heir. As a gift of our love, we taught him hate. My father will hear about this and he'd be safe. Well, at least Machiavelli wouldn't dissuade. It's better to be feared than be loved, he'd say. To cut a long story short, my repute and power I could sustain until I try to pass this down in my own twisted ways. They say my 4-year-old doesn't have the right grades. Your child can't be here unless you help us in other ways. I quell my conscience, breathe, and say, I'd like the school to accept my financial aid. Back home, I slumped down, overcome and suffocated. I wasn't supposed to make ethical trade-offs in my child's name. What ought to be isn't what is, says Hume, offering solace. Reason is and ought only to be passion's slave. An uncomfortable tension between effectiveness and righteousness. Taking the high road or opting out doesn't help. On one hand, there's my child's resume, his future, self-esteem or health. On the other, people's children, rules of a community or hard teachings present. A moral system applicable to all is immoral, Nietzsche declares. The conflicts within moral codes don't seem to descend. Because you see, I'm that tree, that trunk, the stump, that sound that's okay with you axing me down, okay with deforestation abound, as long as the piece of paper that's scraped out of my mouth ends up being a piece of art, a letter, or a dollar until it still counts.